Hello everybody out there in the great beyond, and welcome to me, SHAREfactory, playing another gaming video for you. I actually want to take this video and give it some thoughts, because I had just seen, it was about a week ago, so that's become a meme now. It was about a week ago that I had saw Marvel's Avengers Endgame, Part 2 to Infinity Wars. Now, I want to give some thoughts out there. I'm not going to spoil it, and even if I was to spoil it, trust me, I'd make sure to say spoilers and like put a spoiler warning here somewhere and give you a heads up. Now, I want to give some thoughts, and some thoughts I want to give is thus. I've seen a majority of the Marvel films. I've seen what the Russo brothers have done with the MCU, how far they've taken it, the characteristics of each of the characters, bringing in characters, and you know the way they just mold. Like every Avenger movie, the way they mold it, bruh, it's better than Justice League at any given day. Okay. Now, what I want to talk about, obviously the villains aren't here, thank you. What I want to talk about is, how should we say, ideas, or certain, you know, just certain levels of what I want to see next, what is next, what will be next, and, what will be in phase 4 to phase 6, however long they keep the characters now that they got compared to, you know, before, because the founding fathers was Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, right? Now we have Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, you know, all these other different characters, and I'm just curious. I am curious as to what will come next. Now, trust me, not gonna spoil it, but here's my thought process on it. Phase 4 through 6. Now, I'm thinking this far ahead because I've seen Thanos, and honestly, I want to see bigger. And the only way we can get bigger is with the other galactic threat out there. And I'm fairly certain for you Marvel fans, you all know what I'm talking about. Galactus. Now, I'm fairly certain you heard that. Now I want to say a little bit of spoiler, but not really. I mean, it's technically something we've, like, come to accept at this point. What Iron Man was to the first 3 phases is what Spider-Man will be for the second 3. You get my picture? Now, I may just be spitballing here and just throwing in, like, oddball type thought process out there, which I tend to do on my own time. I never discuss much about it because, like, it never really fits. You know, there's a lot of angles and stuff that need to be, like, thought about first. But here's what I thought. In my mind, because Spider-Man is having a movie in just 2 months, May, June, July, 3, give or take. But the fact of the matter is, he's getting his own a sequel to Homecoming, right? Now, Far From Home features 3, well, we're already, a lot of Spider-Man fans think that we're going to get Sinister Six, because it didn't happen in the Amazing Spider-Man films, and to happen in the MCU would probably be big, a turning point for Spider-Man and his character. I find that fairly agreeable, considering how his character kind of increased from Homecoming to Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. So to see that would kind of be spectacular, because we're getting Mysterio. Come on now, that's Mysterio in the Far From Home trailers. That's not deniable. But Galactus. Galactus is the second biggest threat out there, at least, I guess, next to Thanos. Like, there's a lot of high-level dangers out there, but I want to see Galactus. I really do. In my mind, to see Galactus in the MCU would be phenomenal. to say the least. It would be phenomenal. Now, we got back, Marvel got back Spider-Man, and hopefully there was that deal between Disney and Fox for getting the Fantastic Four. Hopefully we have them characters, seeing them in the MCU would kindly be full circle, you know, because we saw Guardians of the Galaxy, we saw the Avengers. Putting the Fantastic Four in the same world as in the MCU would be a home run. Would be like everyone finally coming home. All the initial teams in Marvel coming home. Very spectacular to see. So in my mind, Spider-Man will be what Iron Man, you know, was for the first 3 phases. Whereas the level of development for Peter is going to be not the same, but somewhat same to Iron Man. Now again, this is an entirely spitball. This is entirely spitball. I don't even know if this will be true. But all I'm saying is that what I think, you know, this is what I think. This is like, in my mind, what, you know, may happen. We don't know what may happen. The next lineup of Marvel films may not even lead to my conclusion. Hell, we haven't even started on Phase 4 yet. Phase 4 will start with Spider-Man Far From Home. But to think about it, Iron Man led to Endgame, right? Now, I'm not saying a lot of you did led there. There was, like, Thor said it best in, I think it was either the first Avengers or Age of Ultron, where someone is leading them to the stones. Like there was a bigger part to be played with all of them, leading them to these stones and what they do. Now, it would kind of be full circle to throw Galactus in there, because Galactus is, by all accounts, the most powerful being in the Marvel comic books. Like, in the Marvel comic books, in the MCB, which is what I'll call it, Marvel comic books, Galactus is the biggest threat next to Thanos. And to see that in the MCU, let some of the thoughts I've said this video stir some thoughts into your brain, and, you know, theorize, and let me know your theories, and let me know your comments down below. Because again, this is a spitball theory. I don't think it would be true. But if it is, then I will literally eat my socks, because that's what I do. I eat my socks. Now, like, comment, and subscribe. Sharing is caring. And if you have any theories out there, if anyone has a theory about Marvel and about what, you know, whether they want to see something or whether they not want to see something, or, you know, would they agree with my thought process of, you know, Iron Man was for the first 3 phases, as, you know, as I have that mixed up. Hold on, my bad. Spider-Man will be for the second 3 phases as Iron Man was for the first 3. Okay? And yes, that may be a slight spoiler there, but again, I'll put it up here somewhere. Alright? But again, like, comment, and subscribe. Sharing is caring. And if any thoughts, if any ideas come to share with me, then let's nerd out. Because honestly, you know, Marvel, Spider-Man, and everything is something I like to see. So, thank you everyone for listening to my thoughts. And until next time, more gaming coming your way. I just have to have the mindset. And honestly, throughout all this, part of the journey is the end. So long, everyone.